Remember, in 1880, 50% of Americans were farmers. In 2020, 1% were, and we're producing a hell of a lot more calories. So you need to either like educate and skill train. And obviously, I'm very biased because I grew up in a very blue collar family, and on top of that, I'm also a labor economist who is familiar with data on this. And that's why when you look at the trades, I don't understand why we're not telling kids to go into the trades. Like I don't like, and this could be me being too like overly logical as somebody who just looks at data all the time. But like the marginal product, how much more somebody produces as an electrician or a welder versus the vast majority of college degrees, they're not even in the same ballpark. And confuses the hell out of me because I'm like, unless you're going to school for a very, very specific, usually the most difficult majors, it's not worth going. It's just not worth doing because as an electrician, as a welder, especially a welder, I mean, what
welders can they can write their own. They get paid for their welder. Their welder gets a rate.
Yes.
Like, where else do you go? Where your tools get paid to go with you?
I always hated the narrative of like, you got to go to college because you're going to learn. Like, let me tell you, the guy welding or the girl doing plumbing knows a hell of a lot more about the application of science than the kid sitting in an art history class. I'm sorry, and I love art history. I took a bunch of art history classes. I love it. It's great. I'm a big Baroque period fan, all right? But like,
my first job, I worked with a pipe fitter, and man, he never finished high school, but he could do trigonometry equations because that's how he made his standoff measurements, his radius bends. Like he knew how to do all that stuff. He'd be up there with the soapstone writing on the wall.
Yeah, and the idea that we think that that's like unskilled labor is like infuriating to me. I'm like, that's more skilled than the vast majority. Like, I think it's bizarre that we have like people who have finance degrees and people with business school degrees that don't know how to code. I'm like, what's your skill? Like, I'm not trying to be like, you don't know, you didn't take any math courses, and you don't know how to tell a computer how to think. What are we doing here? You're going to look down on the guy who can rip out an alternator and replace it? What is going on here? It's that egoism. That ego, and I hate it. And probably why I go on these rants about about Jefferson, because what I like about Adams, super smart guy, was also a farmer. His dad taught him how to make shoes. Shoes? Yeah, he's a cobbler. Like, John Adams was like, hey, let me write you a constitution. The longest still in use constitution was written by a guy who could also make you a damn good pair of shoes.